Careful. Killing in the house! A lot of roadkill out there.
Hola guys, how are you? How's everybody?
How are you doing? Good. How are you? What's going on, Jovanny? How are you?
I'm great. I'm very excited to talk to all of you because I don't know if you remember, but you came to Chicago when it came to the Chicago Latino Film Festival.
That's right. We did. It was cold a little bit over there.
It was still cold. So it was.
Yeah.
So I feel like so happy for you guys that it was a long road, but now after 2 years since it premiered here in Chicago, everybody is gonna finally see it. How are you guys feeling about that?
Feel fantastic. I remember Chicago like it was yesterday, and I remember being there with you like it was yesterday. So excited that it's coming out, and what better than drive-ins in 2020? It's epic.
It goes with the movie that it's gonna be drive-ins, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's gonna be even a little bit more scary. You're gonna have to be like checking that nobody opens your door, nobody gets in there.
That's actually going to be a really fun experience, you know?
Yeah. I know.
We don't have drive-ins here in Chicago, unfortunately. But it's also gonna be available digitally, so we can get scared at home, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
September 18th.
September 18th. That's my birthday, Jovanny.
And turning 18.
You see? That's perfect. Happy birthday. It's gonna be a perfect present. So everybody watch the movie so Kate can have an awesome birthday.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
So let's start with you, Janet. How was making this movie? Why did you want to make a horror movie?
I mean, honestly, I love movies like this. I'm kind of a chicken when it comes to watching horror movies and scary movies. The boys know, they've heard this plenty of times today. But I love being in them, and I love the challenge.
And Kate, what's the most fun about doing a horror movie and being covered with blood and being running around?
Well, who said I was covered in blood? That would imply that I died. What are you talking about, Jovanny?
In general, there's blood everywhere in this movie.
Oh my goodness. It was such a cool experience, you know, because I've never done a horror film prior to Murder in the Woods, you know. So after booking the role, thankfully, just being on set, there's something thrilling about being on a horror set day to day for weeks and weeks, you know. Something that's unlike any other sets because, you know, the horror element it takes a lot of physicality out of you. It's almost like a sport, you know. And now when you have all these practical effects with the makeup and blood and gore, I'm a germaphobe as it is in my life, and I was able to put up with a lot, but definitely a lot of the gooey elements and materials. Some parts I wasn't able to man up, for lack of a better term.
And Jordan, how is it working in this set?
It was a dream come true, man, because I have to be honest, and I've said this in so many interviews, but I just grew up loving horror movies, man. I loved the Friday the 13th series. I always would dress up as Jason Voorhees and give my mom a heart attack, and she'd get mad and ground me for 2 weeks. But I just being a part of this cast, it was just a dream, and I loved it. And what I loved most about it too is to kind of go behind the scenes and see how the set, you know, builds the practical effects and makes it happen, makes the magic happen, man. And it was just awesome to see. So it was just a dream come true, and to work with such a brilliant cast as well. It's awesome.
You guys play certain archetypes of horror movies in the movie. You know, like the good girl, the nerdy one, the jock, the party girl. But who would you be in the horror movie in real life?
I mean, I think I'm pretty spot on when it comes to Fernanda. She's a little reserved. I'm not too much of a party animal. I could be the life of the party, but I'm the one sneaking out late at night, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go home, guys. I'm gonna go. I'm tired. So Fernanda and I definitely connect on that level. She's more reserved, but I'm also the life of the party. I don't know. I'm a little bit of both.
What about you, Jordan?
I would be the one, if I'm to be completely honest with you guys, no joke, I would be the one who would die trying to save the girl in the end by pushing her out of the way and getting hit by the train. I swear to God, I would do it.
That's very romantic. That's very sweet.
Right. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think, you know, when it comes to casting, it's usually you usually get cast for something like timing is everything, you know? So what you naturally, the aura that you naturally have at a particular time in your life, you'll usually get cast in that, I think. It's like you're playing a parallel universe version of yourself. So I think the way I was cast at that time a few years ago was spot on. I had all this energy. Now, don't get me wrong. I know I'm very expressive and I am a chatterbox, but I'm definitely a lot calmer than I was a few years ago. So at that time, I was this like life at a party, high energy, 24/7 type of guy. So to play this character, Jules, I think it was very synergetic. Right now, I'm more of the let me be a little more serious. I'll try to save the day type of guy. But before then, it was spot on.
I think that I would be the grandma. No, I'm just kidding.
You can be our abuela any day,
abuela. Let me ask you guys, what does it mean to have a horror movie with all the horror archetypes, but being played by Latinos?
Beautiful. It's beautiful. We're telling a message. We're spreading a message, just to say real quickly that non-stereotypical roles can be played by people of color. And it is a possibility, and that's the message we're trying to send. And I think we successfully send it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Jordan for sure. Our time is now. We have to represent that. We have to represent in a way where we get put in a good light, and I think this film definitely does that. So I'm excited.
I agree. I think it's like, considering that the cast are all portraying Latinx characters in the climate that we're in right now. However, being told in such a mainstream, all-American Hollywood kind of way, it's a very nice balance. And I think it's refreshing to see something like this, especially in today's day and age.
That went very fast, guys. I'm very excited for people to watch Murder in the Woods. It's been a long way to get to people's screens, but now it's going to be here. So I can wait. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're awesome, man.